How's it going? Seb Brantigan, and welcome to the next video. So, as Phil said, what I'm going to share with you right now in today's video is how you can attract the right audience. Okay, and I'm also going to talk about what you actually use to attract that audience. We're going to talk about lead magnets, which is the best way to attract people to you, and it's also going to be something that you can do very, very easily. Okay, so I'm going to share with you something called creating your avatar. Okay, that's really, really important. So before I get into this, you need to understand that who you target is actually going to be a big part of your success. Okay, you can have the best message, the best website, the best product, but if it's aimed at the wrong person, then you're never going to have any success. You know, if you opened up a steakhouse and a bunch of vegetarians turned up and all you had to offer was steak, then you probably wouldn't have a very profitable night there. So it's really important to understand your target market before you actually go out there and market. Okay, so who should your target market be? In my opinion, your target market should be people who already purchase what you're selling. Okay, so an analogy I like to share with you, which will help you to understand this, is let's say you're selling a house. Okay, now I've never sold a house myself, so it might not be the best example, but let's say you are selling a house. Would you rather sell a house to someone who's never bought a house in their life, or would you rather sell a house to someone who's bought 10 properties previously and is actually a regular buyer? Now, I personally would like to sell to someone who knows the process, who understands all the ins and outs, has spent money in that area before, and you know they're likely to do it again if you offer them something similar with value. I would much rather speak to someone like that who already is investing and has the mindset that they know they have to invest in order to get the benefit, right? So whether that's income from investing, whether that's just having a nice property, whatever the case may be, I'd much rather talk to someone like that versus talking to someone who, you know, might be quite skeptical. They have a lot of questions. You ever get that? You ever get someone who contacts you and they have like a million questions and they never actually they never sign up or buy anything? You know, so that does actually happen with someone who's a first-time buyer. Okay, so I tend to steer clear from those people as much as I can because they're not my target market. Now, I don't really exclude people. I don't go out of my way to exclude people, but you have to know your target market because the more specific you can be, then the easier it is to speak to the listening. And we'll talk about that today. So let's say that you're a network marketer as an example. So who should your target market be? In my opinion, your target market should not be people who have never run a business before. It doesn't make any sense. You're getting someone who has never run a business before, who is in the 9 to 5 mindset, and you're trying to change their mindset, which really is very difficult, and to get them to be an entrepreneur and make a quick decision, you know, it's not going to happen very easily. I can tell you that now. It's much easier to talk to existing network marketers and solve their problems. Okay, when you're talking to someone who's never bought your product before, then all kinds of things are going through their minds, like, you know, will this work for me? You know, what is the experience going to be like? Can I get my money back? You know, they're going to have a lot of anxious questions. All right, which often are centered around not knowing what the experience is like. So if you focus on people who have spent money on similar things in the past, then it's actually easier to market to those people. Okay, you can analyze their buying habits. So you know, so what I'm going to do is I want you to understand this principle that I'm going to share with you, and it's called your avatar. Okay, I want you to write this down, and I want you to actually you know, focus on your avatar. Really spend some time deciding who your avatar is. So your avatar is your ideal prospect. Okay, imagine it as a real person. Imagine you're drawing, you're picturing your ideal prospects. Just get a piece of paper and actually draw this out. You know, is it a guy? Is it a girl? You know, give them a name. And you know, so I'll quickly draw. So this is Fred. All right, I'll draw with you. So Fred, why don't we give Fred a hat? You know, so he's not just the boring stick man. So anyway, I've drawn Fred here, and we're not just drawing here, we also need to understand who Fred is as a person. Okay, so, what is his OQ? Excuse the terrible drawing here, guys. Alright, so occupation. Right, so that's his occupation if you can't read it. What's his income? So you want to think of relative qualities that someone has, right? So if you're promoting a product that helps someone to boost their income, then are you going to focus on people who have a low income and don't have a lot of money to invest? Or, if you're selling a product that's a high price, then it makes sense to go after people who are at a higher income bracket, because they're more likely to have money. So income could be something to really think about. What is your ideal prospect's income? What do they do for work? Have they done the same job for the last 30 years, or do they like different challenges? Do they like doing new things? Are they in between jobs? What's their marital situation? I can't draw and speak at the same time. So, are they married? Are they single? Are they divorced? Why is that relevant? You've got to think of different relevant points, but get really in depth, get really specific, because what we're actually going to do eventually is show you how to target people with these qualities using Facebook ads. Okay, and it actually is very affordable. You can do this starting from $5 a day, but we're not going to get through that in the video. We're going to focus on avatars, right? So, okay, so we've got the different qualities of this person. All right, so we understand, what they do for work, whether they're married, they have kids, do they live in a nice house, what neighborhood do they live in, what car do they drive, and so now that we've got those basic things, we want to think about, what makes him happy. I'm not sure what happened there. So what makes Fred happy? Think about that. And also, what does he do for hobbies? What does he do when he's not working? What makes him, get up in the morning? What does he love doing? Does he play golf? Does he just like spending time with his kids, going down to the park? Has he got an interest? Does he, collect shoes? Whatever the case may be. What does he like doing outside of work? And then, what are some of his pains? Right, so what problems is he having in his life? Is Fred someone who works full-time at an office job, but also runs a coaching business on the side? And his pain is he's at his job, and the whole time he can't stop thinking about being a coach. He can't stop thinking about inspiring others to better their lives, and that's all he wants to do. But he's stuck in this 9 to 5, stuck in this cubicle with no sunlight and nothing, and he just hates being there, and all we can think about is being a coach, and it drives him mad. I'm sure you've had that kind of feeling before, where you're stuck somewhere and you just don't want to be there. Fred might be in that same situation as well, same as your target market. So the other thing I'll share with you as well is people buy mainly for two main reasons. Okay, write this down because it is super important. They buy either to gain pleasure or to avoid pain. Okay, and the willingness to avoid pain is greater than the wanting to gain pleasure. Okay, so again, people want to avoid pain more than they want to gain pleasure. But those are the two main reasons why people buy. Mike Dillard, 8-figure earner inside of the online marketing, network marketing niche, basically taught me this principle through a book called Magnetic Sponsoring, which I highly recommend you pick up if you're doing any kind of online marketing, whether you're a coach, a networker. Pick up that book. It's really going to help you. Even in traditional business, it's going to help you, right? And it focuses on attraction marketing, which again, we will cover in future videos. So these are some of the basics of Fred, but again, you want to get very specific, all right? So again, with his pain, does he hate being at his job because he's away from his kids, away from his wife? Does he not make enough money at his job? Does he not enjoy, his job? Does he not live in a good neighborhood? Is he having tensions, having problems with his, is he having problems at home because he can't make his coaching business work and he's like spending all this time on it and not getting any results? So just really understand and consider these things before actually doing any marketing. So that's your avatar. Now what I'm going to do is clear all of that and talk about how to attract these people. So what we're going to do is we want to create something called a lead magnet. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's actually going to give Fred a reason why he should exchange his contact information for something we offer. Okay, so it's basically an incentive for him to for him to become a lead for our website, for him to give us his name, his email, and his phone number. So what should be in a lead magnet? Now you want to think of some of the problems that your target market faces. All right, so if Fred's trying to get more coaching clients, then most people struggle in business because they're not getting enough leads. All right, he might not be getting enough clients. All right, okay, he might be, so he might not know anything about branding, so he might not have a website. He doesn't have any leverage. He's trying to this is leverage, guys, just so you know. He doesn't have any leverage, so he's trying to build his business by doing one-on-one presentations, one-on-one appointments, and literally begging people for referrals. But he doesn't have a website that he can point people to that will explain everything that he does. So Fred has some big problems here, and these two here are the main ones. So lack of leads and lack of clients, or lack of business partners. The other one as well could be lack of money, right? Lack of money to keep his business going. So he's got all these expenses coming out of his account for for his website, for hosting, whatever the case may be. So he needs to cover his expenses in order to work his way into profit. So what we do is we create a lead magnet around something that solves these problems. So for example, a lead magnet that I have is 10 lead generation strategies that require no technical know-how whatsoever, okay, that you can literally apply today. So excuse the writing there. So that's 10 lead gen strats. Okay, I also have another one on 7 ways to recruit people, right? 7 this is for network marketing, of course. So it's seven unstoppable ways to recruit people into your business without doing home parties or cold calling. All right. So when you're kind of structuring the headline of it, it's usually the benefit of it. So for example, the lead generation one, for me, it's 10 lead generation strategies that require no technical know-how. So I'm talking about firstly the what it actually is, and then talking about the benefits. So it's lead generation strategies you can apply starting today. All right, 10 lead generation strategies, and then I talk about something where you're avoiding the pain towards the end of it. So it's 10 lead generation strategies to apply without any technical knowledge, and without spending weeks trying to set up websites. So again, that's avoiding the pain, and that's the pain that most business owners have, is they want to run a business but they're not technical minded. They want to just go out there and generate leads, they want to just go and talk to people, but they just want a platform to do it, or they just want the strategies. So you want to really hone in on what problems your target market and your niche are facing, and some solutions. All right, now it doesn't matter what medium you actually use, whether it's video, whether it's doing a PDF report, whatever the case may be. I would recommend one of those two. You could do a video or a PDF. Okay, you could do a video like I'm doing now. Okay, very simple. I use a software called Screen-O-Matic, which is free to do screen recordings, and you can literally just give the benefit, or give away the prize on the next page, and you can just record it on your screen if you wanted. So that's a great way to create a lead magnet, and I actually did that with my 10 lead generation lead magnet, right? So it was basically a video of a PowerPoint of me just going through each of the different strategies, and I did a screen recording with Screenomatic, and it was super easy to do. So that's a really easy way to create a lead magnet. Now the other cool thing you can do is go onto Microsoft Word, and you can type out whatever you want to type out, and then when you do save as, and then you can just change the format. I'll quickly show you guys actually. Let me just I'll show you this, right? Just bear with me while it loads up. Certainly thinking about it. It's whirring away. Okay, there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do, it's taken a while because we're, recording stuff. Okay, so you need to download Microsoft Word in order to do this, but to create a PDF is actually really easy. So you just type out exactly what you want to say within this Word document. Okay, now the length of it doesn't matter too much. It can be, I'd recommend it be at least 8+ pages. It can be a massively long PDF if you wanted it to be, and you could maybe just work at it piecemeal, and you could just do an hour here, an hour there, and take your time with it, but make sure these lead magnets are really good quality. Make sure it's some of your best stuff you're giving away for free. Okay, and then once you've done, then you just go to File, Save As, and just choose a place to save it, and I'll show you how to create a PDF with it. It's super easy. Eventually we will. All right. Luckily I'm a patient guy. It's taken a while because we're screen recording, of course. So file name, you can just do whatever, and then save as type PDF. All right, and it's going to turn your Word document into a PDF that you can give away to people. Now you can just give it away in a Word document if you want, but if you convert it to PDF, it looks more professional. People can't edit it. People also can't, try and swipe it very easily. A PDF report is a little bit more professional. All right, and so that's what I highly recommend doing. So anyway, hopefully that was helpful to you, and I hope you got some massive value from the video. If you did, then just reach out to me on Facebook and let me know you got massive value. My name is Seb Brantigan, that's S-E-B Brantigan, and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot to mention, in or around this video and on this website, there should be a button where you can click to get a free strategy session with us, where we're actually able to hop on the phone with you and show you exactly what you have to do and break down each step of your business and show you where you might be going wrong, suggest a few things, and then help you to implement those ideas into your business and your life ASAP. So we don't actually have many slots left, and they do fill up very quickly, so make sure to book yourself onto these free strategy sessions. It's only going to be about 15-20 minutes max, and we'll be more than happy to reach out to you and let you know. We'll help you as best as we can, but if we can't help you, we will most certainly point you in the right direction. So again, thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on video 3. Bye bye.